Welcome to the week everything could have gone wrong. And for a while, we weren't sure if it had.
They might not be supported enough in those areas, which is a major problem.
The heat pump team returned, again, to fix what went wrong the first time.
Never ending. We'll get there.
Our carpenter came back to, unfortunately, undo some of his beautiful work, and things were getting heavy in every possible sense.
A bit of an anxious state, as you can probably imagine.
I feel like you're not panicking about this.
Because if the structural engineer didn't give us the green light, all the tiling plans, all the materials, all the timelines could collapse under the weight of several tons of very real, very heavy Cotswold tiles. So, put the kettle on and join us for a week of panic.
Oh god.
Second guesses.
But we bought the tile.
Yes.
And structural suspense.
Yes. Thank God.
Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that renovating a 16th century house means getting very comfortable with not knowing what's next.
I am inside the house for a change. Just had a call from the air source heating company. They've had some cancellations and so they're on their way. I think they're just going to rip everything up and start again. I've got the roofer and the carpenter coming today to discuss the bits on the roof because I think the carpenter may have done more than was necessary, so we might have to take some things off. Need to call the structural engineer because he might want to just check a few of these support things in here for the roof. That's come as a bit of a surprise because we got told that it was all going to be fine. Where we can, like I've got some time this week. I can rip apart anything that needs to be ripped apart. So if I take away the plasterboard at the end of the steel, I can see what it's resting on. So I'll bash them out and have a look at those, and I'll send you some pictures. All right, thanks very much. Cheers, Andrew. I'll have a look. Yep.
Have a look.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye. Well, let's go have a look. I love being able to get through these windows at the potentially soul-destroying place. And he's right. I mean, these massive steels, you saw how big they are, I think a couple films ago, are coming in here and right above a window, so we need to find out what's here. If it's on wood, that's bad. If it's on concrete, that's good. We'll see. What is that? What is that? It's concrete, isn't it? Let's listen for the sound. Yes. Thank God. Okay. Mr. Structural Engineer, I've got the steel there, and that is sitting on about 70 mil of concrete looking sort of stuff. Makes this noise. Oh, this is going well. Heat pump people are here. Right, so I'll get the kettle on. I can sit it in the middle of the window, it can be offset, or... If those drawers work when it's in the middle of the window, fine. Let's do that.
I mean, how come it didn't go in the middle of the window in the first place?
I don't know.
Ran out of pipe.
You're asking me questions I can't answer there.
No, that's absolutely fine. I'll cut this pipe work at the top and just bring it in plastic. If it's in plastic, I can get it put to the wall a bit better than what it is now, just so it's not swinging in the wind.
Just got off the call with the structural engineer and he is not so happy, and so we're going to have to do some more investigations. There has obviously been a problem with communication because we were given quite a lot of confidence that would be absolutely fine. But some of the steels go above windows and it's not looking like they might not be supported enough in those areas, which is a major problem because we're supposed to be tiling in 2 weeks. So more investigation is needed. I'm not gonna lie, I am absolutely a bit panicky about all this. But let's just have a look. I don't have much hope. I just went through a wire in my haste. Rushing, Jacob. That's very bad. And you've been very lucky there. Always check before bashing walls. That's what I normally do. But I'm in a bit of an anxious state, as you can probably imagine. What's the plan?
Well, I'm taking that bit of floor out there, and then obviously that radiator pipe's going to come through. I'll chop them in the wall, and then they're going to connect onto the bits that I put in the day.
So you won't even see them?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
So it is 8 PM. We've just had our dinner. Aren't we muddy? No, we're not playing fetch on the scaffolding. We're gonna fix the issue, the electrical issue that I did, safely, sensibly, and my electrician friend I'm gonna get him to come and check it as well. And then we are going to do some more investigation, slowly and sensibly and safely. How does that sound, buddy? Good boy. We've had the 2 heat pump people here today, and they have redone a bunch of the downstairs pipe work and radiators, and that's looking great, which is good news. And they're going to be back tomorrow, 6 AM. So it looks like I'm getting up. Carpenter is also coming back tomorrow to take off all these boards that he made and put on. I nicked the neutral, but the live is intact. Whew. I'm never making this mistake again. Please don't just go ahead without thinking in any DIY. I do not want to be responsible for anyone copying us. I mean, look at what we've taken on. It's a bit of, yeah. Don't do it. Well, the new oak that they obviously put in after the fire has shrunk, so it literally just slots out. I don't know if that's good or concerning. Okay, so I took out the beam here above the window from the outside, and it is just this huge sort of concrete-y block thing, and that's propping up the steel here, and then there's breeze block on top of it. I'm going to take more of this away so I can genuinely get in there properly and see if there's anything else that's going to help us. I can hear people shouting at me already because everybody said, can it take the weight? And I have had so many people here look at this roof and everything, can it check the weight? And Muddy can attest that they all said yes. Muddy! Wait there! Alright. This detector that will find steel is my only last hope. Wait, that says this. Hang on a minute. It says there's steel there. It says it's 4 centimeters away. Maybe there is bloody steel in there.
After another phone call with the structural engineer, he had given me more things to look for. Steel bars and reinforced concrete. Open up everything, he said. So, open up everything we did, praying to find anything of strength and anything that makes this weird steel configuration make sense. This one is the smaller steel, partially over the wall, partially over the window. That crack you can see there to the left was already there, probably due to the house getting so damp and wet and then suddenly having no roof and drying out in all this hot weather. But that is not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is that I haven't told Amber about it yet.
Well, I've made a mess. And I've uncovered. So the steel, this is the small steel, goes into this wall. There's this sort of 100mm padding concrete-y thing. And then above that, from underneath the steel, is another steel, almost like quite thick plate. And that runs all the way along. I'm guessing it's going in to the chimney, and it's obviously supported on this wall to the side too. This gives me a little bit of hope. I'm going to send it to the structural engineer and see what he says. I'm imagining he's going to want to come out again. Oh. Yeah.
Why is there a massive hole in the ceiling?
I've got a machine that finds metal and it says there's metal in there. So I'm hoping it's kind of like something that covers up a steel or something.
So what is he saying? That if there's not a steel there, then we need to
Potentially.
basically redo the lintel?
Potentially, but it's not, the dream isn't dead yet.
But we've bought the tile.
Yes. No, we're gonna tile the roof. It's just,
I feel like you're not panicking about this.
earlier I had a huge panic, so it's fine. We are going to tile the roof, but we just might have to do some like work to
Oh my god.
these ends.
What, in the next 2 weeks?
Well, I don't know.
Oh god. Okay.
Hello mates, I have opened up them both further, and for ease of us communicating I'm going to call this one big steel and then small steel. So big steel. It's coming into the wall and is sitting on this big, I'm not sure what you call that, I think you had a word for that. Now that seems to come all the way down here, and it looks to me like it's in strips there. Now I've got a machine that finds, well, stud walls and electrical wires and metal, and I am getting metal readings in there. I'll just show you. It's saying it's about 3 centimeters away, and it seems to be pretty consistent. Almost like it's a sort of flat plate. But I'm not 100% sure. Small steel coming into here, on here, but then there's a metal bar, flat bar that runs all the way along there. It is saying there's not metal above it, so that is there's obviously a metal plate there. I'm hoping that's a good thing to have found, but let me know.
While we awaited the news from the structural engineer on whether we could go ahead and finally put a roof on our home, the nightmare job that was our previous heat pump install was finally being fixed. And I must say, the chap here is brilliant.
When this job's all fixed, are you going to have a lovely feeling of satisfaction?
100%. That's if it ever gets fixed. Never ending. Will it
Last time we had the heat pump people here, it was all go, 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 mad, manic, so much stuff happening all at once I couldn't keep up with it. The opposite is the case this time, in the best way. It's sort of slow but sure, and it's proper from what we can see and guess, which is really, really, really good news. He's also shown me a few times he's found some really bad workmanship. There's a couple of sort of pipes, because they use these press fit copper pipes, and some of them hadn't been plugged in basically far enough, so they were not far from just popping out.
Are you joking?
Yeah, so the whole cylinder would have gone. Like it was like this much into the press fit. It was supposed to be this much into the press fit. So if it had failed, which if you knocked it or something, it would have failed. The whole tank would have emptied. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is so bad.
I know, which is why I'm making him a cup of tea. We opened up a new floorboard that I hadn't opened up before, and they'd like overlaid the pipe on top of the old pipe on top of the new one, and it was like too proud. So the whole weight of your foot is on the old pipe, crushing against the new one, and it's just like bent all over the place.
In a different place from before.
Yeah, and someone had literally physically bent it rather than putting a proper curve in. Yeah. Yeah, so bad. We're in the loft because there is some missed insulation bits, and we're just gonna check everything.
I don't think we've done too badly considering we've never done this before.
We've definitely not done too badly considering we've never done this before. Scissors, foil tape,
extra insulation.
Yeah, I've got a bundle of that. I'll get some more though.
Get a couple of pairs of scissors.
Yeah. What are you doing, darling?
I am foil taping the gaps between the different layers.
Product review. They say this stuff is easy. It's bloody not. Can that off and starting again. Well, I'm trying to cut a strip out so I could just basically have another strip on the side, and then you tape it to the other side. So literally just basically a strip that goes along this side of the ridge where all the holes are.
On the inside?
Yeah. But I just can't cut it. It just falls apart.
Okay. Well, I can have
So, I'm not sure what to do. So what we've discovered is that basically they all have holes in no matter how well we stuck it, which is not a good advert for the product. So I'm sealing up all of them. Good morning. Ryan is doing some work in the loft today because he's putting our new power tanks in. So we just got to finish off our patching, insulation patching, like this little bit I've just done, and taping like Amber is doing. There she is.
Hello.
Amber, I cut one. I did it. Bloody ages.
This is probably overkill, making sure that everything is perfect, but we've spent months on this bloody roof, and I would be damned if we weren't going to do a good job. Despite the stuffy loft work and fiddly insulation, if we do it now though, we won't ever have to do it again. And cheers to that.
That is a mighty improvement. It's all the same level.
Yeah. Works wonders, doesn't it?
So it is all going on today. I thought I'd give you a little run round of what's going on and where we are at. Heat pump install is going really well. I think they're kind of done downstairs, mostly. This had really obvious, weird, wonky piping coming through here, and that has now been cut into the wall. So he's obviously gonna cover it over, and then with skirting board you won't see it at all. This is much tidier in here, and it's not crushing itself by twisting and going over, which is good. Looks like it's being used with speed fit because of the bending I think that it has to do to get there. So has this been redone? Yes. Oh my god, literally all the pipe work's new, and the pipe work is now much closer to the wall. They took the skirting off, so when we put new skirting on, you're not going to be able to see it. It's going to cover it up, which is good. This one has been lowered, so now we can see more of this beautiful old beam with this weird kink in it, and it's also been put under the floor, so all we see is one pipe coming up, which is good. Same in here. cut out the concrete base on this side of the room and hidden the pipework in the floor there as well. So right now, very happy. Brilliant, sounds good. Have a good day, mate.
Thanks, Jacob.
Cheers, bye. Yes! It seems as though the house will take the weight because what I uncovered is better than he thought, and that's good enough for me. What's this, the water pressure?
Yeah, only slightly.
Slightly better? Bloody hell! That's the loudest thing in the world.
So,
Wow.
you might just be able to manage with that.
Thank you, Alex. No way! That's so loud, it's like a... Bloody hell. Right, don't need any electric showers anymore.
No, definitely not.
Muddy is asleep. And he's obviously been asleep for as well because his nose has run. And you can see where his nose is. I don't know why I'm whispering, he's mostly deaf. Muddy's asleep and you can see his nose has been running. It's like a little...
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's so powerful.
Yay!
Isn't that incredible?
That's great.
Yay.
That's gonna make bathing.
Well, we were waiting about 40 minutes for it to...
Yeah. Does the toilet fill up now as well?
Oh, I think that's it. The problem is not the
pressure?
thing, it's the toilet itself.
Just a post-work little walk, and I thought I would show you just how insane Muddy is, because he will literally run... Ah! Right, come on! Oh!
Oh my god.
What I was about to say is, he will literally run right into you if you are in the way, because he's got to do all this running. Point proved. A beautiful day up in the Cotswold Hills, whilst Amber is up on the roof, battening away, because yesterday I had the delivery of all the battens that the delivery of all the battens that we needed to finish it off, because I hadn't ordered enough first time round.
Back to it.
Back to it. There's been a load of updates over the last couple of days. Heat pump updates, carpentry updates, and I thought I'd just take 10 minutes before I really get cracking on the roof. Amber's doing a sterling job and show you what's been happening and what's changed. So carpentry, all the boards have been taken off the front, and a bit of plywood's been put in the back, and another flat piece, so it's all sealed. But when you're down looking up, you'll just see the rafters and the tiles and a nice bit of blocked off woodwork in there. That's what the roofer wanted. I think he's right, it'll look lovely. The next big update is the heat pump. Most of the plumbing work is all done, and the work that he has managed to do, to my mind, looks brilliant. So we're very happy with the stuff that's done so far. It's all been left, he explained, and it's all been left. The boards are still up, and there's still a bit of pipe work to be done, and the heating system is not all finished being plumbed in yet. But he has done all of the downstairs, fixed all those issues. I'm just quite thankful that we've had a tradie come in and who's been very calm, measured and considered with how he's worked. He's never rushed, which is really important for us, and he's just plodded along, done some really long days, like insanely long days, but all the work has been, from what I can see, brilliant. The pipe work for this one now runs under the floor rather than in front of the beam. The worst pipe work in the world has gone. It's been rerouted.
which is magical. I think they're going to come back and try and sort of patch it all up where they had tried to chase it in. And this pipework's even gone. I didn't just notice that. That's great. Because everything is now in the floor in the lounge.
And so, back to the last major job before the tilers take over. The last bit of counter-battening, using the new timber Jacob panic bought because he didn't buy enough. Hammered in with the new nails Jacob panic bought because he didn't buy enough. But with my dad helping us, they went in well, and before long we were on the home straight.
This is the last little bit on this roof that we have to do. Ready?
This side.
This side.
Woo! Do not try this at home. Jacob. That's not. Let me get the ladder. What are you...
Yeah.
That is very split.
No, we're gonna have to take this one out.
No! Now you gotta get down. Luckily, Jacob's not going commando. Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it.
Lucky, yeah. Beautiful evening, eh?
Yes, stunning. It's a stunner. The light's amazing.
How are you feeling about coming to the end of battening?
Really sad. Gonna miss it. Also, the weather's just been great and I love the sun, so gonna miss. Also, I'm gonna miss coming out here and just knowing what we need to do. There's no mental load of decisions to be made because you just get out here, you know exactly what you need to do. I need to cut some buttons, drill some holes, bang them in. That's it. So I am going to miss that. We'll just have to find something else that's repetitive and easy. Well, not easy. It's hard work. Yeah.
6 months ago, if you'd have told us that we would end up taking on the roof renovation to this extent, I think we would have had a panic. It's certainly been the most challenging but most rewarding thing we've ever done. Looking back on the ups and downs, it's safe to say we've learned that it doesn't matter how big the project is, if you take it step by step, try not to take deadlines too seriously, and most importantly, surround yourself with the people you love, you really can do anything. And with the added bonus of you all following and supporting this mad journey of ours, it does feel like it's all possible. Even if our new tiles collapse the roof. Only joking.